Hello there, my friends. So everybody's playing Starfield this week, last couple weeks, and I'm playing Fallout New Vegas. So why is that?
What in the goddamn? Let's
Exactly.
keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves like smooth little babies.
So I'm going to a convention this week.
I hit what I was aiming for. Guess you had brains to spare. Or you just thick-skulled. Either way, baby, this is good news. Maybe I can finally sleep at night, knowing you didn't die. What say you and me cash out? Go somewhere more
Oh,
private
Benny's
like.
got a heart.
Any questions you got, I'll answer.
I knew it. So I'm playing this game because I've got Benny's jacket. I found it at a thrift store this week. So I'm going to be at this con. I'm going to be on a panel. And actually, yeah, it's my panel. And so I'm going to be dressing up as Benny because it's Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. It's a retro gaming thing. So
To start, I'll comp you the
yeah,
presidential. Best
that's
suite
why
in the
I'm
house.
playing
You
this.
deserve a taste of
So I'm
the
going to
VIP
be
lifestyle.
quiet now and play this.
I'll
so
hang
you
out
can
down
see.
here
Well,
for a
actually,
while to make
maybe I'll
everything
leave the
look
mic
business
open.
as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed.
So I'm trying to learn his answer. So if you have a good speech, which right before I got this, I walk in the door and I level up because I discover a new location or I completed a quest by walking in the lobby. And so I upped my speech, which was 48 to over 60, which is great because this way you can go up
If
to the
that's what it
room.
takes to win your trust, that's what it takes. Follow me.
And then once you go to the room, you can talk to Benny some more. And I want to get some more Bennyisms. Like smooth, baby, smooth like baby. Like little baby. And then we go to the suites. And Benny goes to the bar. And here's the thing, though. Get behind the bar before he does. Because otherwise you're talking to his back. So that's no fun. So you get behind the bar. He sits down in this chair right here, usually. After he walks into the wall for some reason. Ah, that was pretty cute.
Have a seat, baby. Let's get this kicking.
Now you have a seat.
Now that you and me's got some privacy, I gotta ask, how is it that you're still living?
I never heard him say that. Have a seat, baby. Let's get this kicking. Huh.
House was on to me from word go? I thought I was being so clever. Once you were vertical, how'd you track me down?
I'm persistent, that's all.
Yeah, that's one word for it. I guess that's enough scratching around at first base. Tell me, which way is the wind gonna blow? You help me, and before long, the chairman will rule all of Vegas, dig? With enough robot muscle to back it up. You'll get a sweet, juicy cut of that action. But until that day comes, I'll keep you on retainer and pay bonuses for special missions. How's that sound?
Sounds good, but lighting in here is terrible. I can't turn on my Pip-Boy.
You got questions? I got answers.
That sounds like a line from an ad. What ad agency was that? What advertisement commercial was that? If you know, put it in the comments. You got questions? We got answers.
It's the House Edge, baby. Literally. It's what Mr. House needs to stack the odds in his favor. It's some kind of data storage device, dig? So it's the data on the chip that's platinum, not the chip itself. Trouble is, the chip don't fit any computer I've found. Must require special hardware. It has something to do with the Securitrons, I know that much. Upgrades their hitting power, gives them heft. Might be slightly useful if you're looking to defend the Strip from Caesar's Legion or the NCR. Or maybe both. How else can I clue you in?
Here, before I do that, I want
What
to
about it?
see if he'll hand it over.
Baby, ease off the gas. The chip belongs in the hands of someone who can use it, as in me, not you. You'll get a piece of the action and a sweet one, but the chip sticks with me. Like I said, Once the chairmen are running Vegas, you'll get a percentage. Until then, I'll pay you a retainer and bonuses for special missions. Something else you wanted to know? Yeah, it's a tricky world out there. I'll tell it to you straight. A good cat to swing with, or was until he stopped mewing. It was House's big idea to resurrect the Strip. He recruited the three families as muscle, showed us how to set up casinos, negotiated with the NCR. None of this in person, mind you. Did all of his talking through those Securitrons of his. But lately, the silence is deafening. The robots collect House's share of the take every week, and life goes on. Ain't exactly what I'd call leadership. We're the definition of cool, baby. We know how to swing. Folks come to us to learn how to enjoy themselves. Of the three families, we're the only ones with the heart and savoir-faire to run the Strip on our own. A tribe of finks. Every single one of them is a degenerate. Mark my words, they're playing an angle. How do I know? They always are. Personally, they give me the heebie-jeebies. There's such a thing as being too polite. If I may this, my pleasure that. Don't get me wrong, that resort of theirs is strictly ring-a-ding. But my guts say, don't go in the basement. A nation of meddlers, trying to muscle in on our action. Well, we got muscles too. And smarts besides. Only reason the NCR hasn't busted up our scene is they're a little afraid of Mr. House, and a lot afraid of Caesar. If the NCR beats the Legion at Hoover Dam, they'll turn on us and claim the Strip. And we don't have the muscle to beat them. Not yet. Meanwhile, they're all that's keeping Caesar's Legion at bay. Plus, NCR soldiers and citizens are our best customers. It's complicated. Worst of the worst. A tribe of degenerate losers led by a creep. They crucify people for kicks, slaughter whole towns. The NCR beat them at the dam 3 years ago, but that didn't stop them. They spent the meanwhile gathering strength. They're gonna try to take the dam again real soon, and if they do, Vegas as we know it will cease to exist. A nation. Something else you wanted to know? Broad strokes, change in management. The Securitrons are where it's at. I need a way to control them, and a way to beef up their hitting power. I get those two ducks in a row, Vegas can defend itself versus all comers. NCR, Caesar's Legion, it won't matter. Baby, the odds may look long, but that's just because we ain't done rigging them. I won't toss the dice until we are. I've gleaned a lot working with Mr. House. He was a good cat to swing with. I still got a lot to learn, but it's coming together. Baby, do you not understand the level of game here? What I did to you was rotten. But if you think House, the NCR, or Caesar won't kill to put Vegas in their pocket, I really did blow out your brains. It's a game, and games have winners and losers. I prefer the former. How about you? Something else you wanted to know? Like I said, once the chairmen are running Vegas, you'll get a percentage. Until then, I'll pay you a retainer and bonuses for special missions. Jackpot, baby. I knew we'd see eye to eye. Here's a start on your retainer. Don't spend it all in one place, and the prez is yours for as long as you want it. When you're ready to saddle up, come find me down on the casino floor and we'll plan the next step of this caper. Ring-a-ding, baby. Ta-ta.
Do you hear that chair squeak? That was pretty cool. Ah, it squeaked when I got out too. That is cool.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
Like that?
Get trouble.
Might as well be throwing rocks.
Had enough! Come on! Come on! Like that?
I like the way Veronica's like, huh. Whoa, I almost died. I'm like with this. Look at this. 1 hit point. All right. Let's go eat something. Ah, there you go. Oh yeah, I wonder if they're wiring. There's a bathroom here somewhere. Bedroom. Bathroom must be here. Can you drink? Yeah. Nice. We can just sleep for a half hour too. Sleep in my bed. There you go. Full strength. How about that? I didn't have to waste the sarsaparillas. All right. Usually the first bodyguard you search will have Benny's key. See? Let's do this one. See? Always Benny's key. This one. Benny's key. And this one. Benny's key. They want you to have Benny's key, I guess. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be going now because I got to interact with Benny, and I hope you guys smash like, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. And I will have Starfield videos up as well because it's really fun. But this is my favorite game. Take care.
Hey. Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today. I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own. Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts. I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking. This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean. That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty. Great. What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want? Okay. Let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack. And a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking. Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird. Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time? Let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam, at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel, more than two at the table, placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses, towns of corpses, scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick. Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time? I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down, washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl, smiling sad, brown robe, name Veronica. Half here, wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack, a key, some say. Forecast, cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch! Thinking small only hurts a little, but it's a sharp pain. Sorry, sir. All that thinking has made my head hurt. I don't think I'll be doing any thinking for a long time. I thought I'd be seeing you again. Thinking hurts you too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it. Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then I don't. See you.
Welcome to a Fallout New Vegas video. This is about factions, and if you're just starting the game, you might want to know a little bit about factions. If you've already played the game, you probably know this stuff. But anyway, I had a viewer named the Antil, that's the way I pronounce it, TheAntil number 7. Anyway, as you can see here, we're looking at, and he said, I'm just starting this game. How about giving me a video about the factions because I don't want to make the wrong choices? Well, this game is all about choices, and that's one of the reasons I love it. And you can replay it over and over and over again, which is pretty obvious. So I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I'm going to give you some ideas, things that I realized later that are really helpful now that I do subsequent walkthroughs, right? So, for instance, number one, Good Springs, right? So let's pull up the map here. You start in Good Springs. We should probably just go there. Devil's Gullet, Good Springs. I'm like there. All right, so Good Springs is a faction. I didn't realize that at first. I mean, I knew that I was helping the town of Good Springs at first, but yeah, when you walk in here and you talk to Trudy, if she still survived the fight, I guess she's probably asleep now. But you walk in here and talk to Trudy. She tells you, that you actually see an argument between her and the Powder Gangers. So you have to decide immediately, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to help the town of Good Springs? Talk to Sonny?
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while?
I'm well liked here, so like, I can come and go as I please. And yeah, it's definitely a faction. It's not one of the big factions that's going to like affect the entire game, but at the end of the game, if this is your first playthrough, what will happen is you will get a bunch of prompts. You'll get a story, basically a summary of the things that you did and how your actions affected the entire Mojave region. and it'll say Good Springs is a thriving town, or Good Springs is now under Legion control, or Good Springs was overrun by powder gangers, or whatever it happens to be. So that brings me to point number two of the 5 things you need to know that they don't tell you right off the bat, and that is that powder gangers are a faction. So when you end up playing around with the powder gangers at the beginning, see here, I'm vilified at this camp here, so let's go and see if they'll shoot me. Powder gangers, they don't like me because I helped Good Springs. And as you can see, they're angry at me. So you get to choose whether or not you have a good reputation with these guys, or if they just keep throwing dynamite at you every time you see them, right? So here's the thing with Good Springs and the fight with the powder gangers. If you wanted to, you could just leave Good Springs, go over to the prison where the powder gangers are, and you could do a whole bunch of quests for the powder gangers first. If you just want to like max out your experience, you could do that, and then you could come back later and help Good Springs with the fight if you wanted to, or you could help the powder gangers right off the bat and just let them take over Good Springs. Chet will still be there to like trade with you, but like I don't want to ruin too much for you. But the powder gangers have a bunch of quests, and I never knew that until probably my 7th or 8th playthrough, that these guys actually have their own little quest line, and you can do those quests. All right, number 3. The big guys are right Caesar's Legion and the NCR, right? So that's the big fight, right? So these guys, you can talk to Caesar's Legion, as long as you didn't like just
This is your very well.
this is you can get to a point basically in the factions, right, where like the Caesar's Legion will tolerate you, and so will the NCR, but they don't like the fact that you're working for one or the other. They're diametrically opposed. So what you could do is just kind of ignore the NCR and the Legion as long as possible and do a bunch of other quests before you actually have to make a decision between the two, because at some point there's a tipping point where there's a point of no return. If you do a certain quest for Caesar's Legion, it's going to alienate the NCR forever. And if you do a certain quest for Caesar NCR, it's going to alienate the Legion. So the game gives you several warnings of that before it happens. So you have an opportunity to turn back, basically. All right, so that's the big fight. So what are the differences, right? So here's the NCR, right? New California Republic. They're basically styling themselves. This is number 4, by the way. Number 4 thing you need to know. The NCR is styling themselves after the United States. They've got, what they call a president. They're trying to do a form of representative government. And basically, pay your taxes and we'll defend you is basically like the credo. So that's the joke that goes around the internet, the meme, pay your taxes, right? So NCR is the epitome of, you pay your taxes and you get protection as much as possible. I mean, they're realistic, right? They're fighting a war with Caesar, and he has certain areas, and the NCR has another. So, and number 5, we could talk a little bit more about. Let's go back to that camp. The fort. So Caesar's Legion is number 5. So what you need to know about Caesar's Legion is these guys are really like jerks. You're made to kind of understand that. Like at the very beginning, these guys are crucifying people, right? When you go to Nelson, there's a whole bunch of terrible things going on there. And and it's true. Like they're not just painted in a bad light. They really are really bad, evil people, right? But they don't like women. They have slaves. They are all about brute force. But they have a whole long quest line, which is very interesting. Now, I personally wouldn't do it on the first playthrough, and most people don't. I think most people do the NCR playthrough. But it's definitely worth looking at. And if you want to do an evil playthrough, you can do a totally evil playthrough, but you're going to alienate a lot of the other smaller factions which exist. And it would take a much longer video to talk about all the factions. And I don't want to put spoilers in here for you, too many, because you're a beginner. But what I do think is, it's worth kind of like getting into the idea of the moral ambiguity between, what Caesar's trying to do and how he does it, and what the NCR is trying to do and how they do it as well. So there's nobody that's really squeaky clean. But I guess if you're going to do if you had to do it in terms of like Dungeons and Dragons, which if you see my channel, I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons videos. I would say that of the 4 factions we talked about, like Good Springs is like neutral good, right? Like they don't want to mess with anybody, but they're basically just good people. The Powder Gangers are basically like neutral to chaotic evil. Like they're bad people. Like they'll take what you have because they're abusing you. They've been abused, and now they're escaped convicts, and they don't have any love for the NCR or anybody else, and they'll just take what they can. So they're really like evil, but they're a lesser evil, I think, than Caesar's Legion, which is highly organized. They're more like Caesar's Legion's more like a lawful evil, right? So they're more like they have their own system of codes that they want to institute and put in place, but it's not everybody's going to benefit under that. In fact, the fewest people are probably going to benefit under that, just the people that are at the top. And NCR, I would say, is lawful good, right? Because their soldiers follow orders. They don't go in and loot the towns. When you finally get to Vegas, you'll see that they go to Vegas and they pay for what they imbibe and when they gamble and that sort of stuff. So they're basically law-abiding citizens. So I hope that gives you a kind of a breakdown. If this were helpful at all, let me know. And if it weren't, let me know that too, because I can always do another video, a shorter video, hopefully. This went way longer than I thought it was going to. But anyway, if it helped you, let me know, and smashing like helps me, of course. Subscriptions are always welcome if you want to see more. And yeah, I've played this game a lot, so don't be surprised if I know something that you need to know, because, like I said, this is a great game. I've played it over and over and over again. So good luck out there. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, by the way, traveling the Mojave makes you almost wish for a nuclear winter.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed. My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices. You're telling me, not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh, but no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so." Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore. Yep, I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit. Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items. After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long. Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched a woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy. Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended. When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire. All right. Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter. Bye.
Evening. Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you? Have a look. Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop. There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways. Not much. I hear some folks got killed down by Nelson. Or was it Novak? I don't know. If they come up this way, me and Dad'll go someplace else. You do know these old roads were numbered, right? We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet. And 95 plus 93 equals 188. Bye.
Those Legion elite troops are bad blood. Feeling thirsty? Let me see what I can do. You bet. Our rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. I'm sorry, but your balance does not meet the minimum balance. Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport. Submit to a credit check. Please submit to a credit check or present a passport. Please return when you have sufficient. Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
So let's see, what if I did this? What if I took a frag mine and put it like right here?
I'm hit!
And, oh, you're in.
Good day. How may I be of service, madam? Ah, yes.
How's it hanging?
This place is the bee's knees. Hey. What's up? No, we slick with it.
How's it hanging? I see what you're doing. You'll pay for that! Retribution! Like that?
Sir or madam, do you want to purchase something?
Sure. Let's take a look.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Hi. Hi
So
there.
long.
Hi there.
So long.
Our way.
Oh no!
Another kill tomorrow.
Hey. Hey, buddy. Spare a cap? I can make it worth your while. The first thing you should know is that their leader, who oddly enough calls him... That's 2 tips, but... Northwest of the big Freeside sign is... It's not as... What do you say? Wanna know? Things have generally been bad here But lately, I got more where that came from. He might not look it, but Ralph or Mick...
Hello. Don't think I've seen your face before. Are you a citizen of the NCR? You don't look like you're from around here, so I guess I can believe that. Just head to the northwest part of town, by the old train station. We start handing out supplies at 6 every night. There'll be some guards by the door, but just remember that the password is hope, and they'll let you by right quick.
What in the goddamn?
What?
This operation has cost me plenty. I ain't about to get shaken down by some Janie come lately.
Without my toe, I need my toe!
Come on!
Wow, Mr. House is looking for you, huh? What do you think he wants? Bowling partner?
Hey, thank God you came around. That guy was gonna kill me.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
What, this? He stole this from me at gunpoint. Lucky for me, he got distracted and I got a chance to draw on him. It's a necklace that I made out of these special caps. You ever see any caps with a blue star on them like these? Pretty sure, yeah. It's really nice, isn't it? Have you ever seen caps with pretty blue stars on them like these? Oh, then you know how rare they are. I'm just glad they're back where they belong. You can never be too careful these days. Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm gonna take a few moments to get myself together, then head out.
Hello there, my friends. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the repair magazines in Fallout New Vegas that are in Good Springs. There's 2 of them that are in fixed locations. Okay, that's Doc Mitchell's house right up there on the hill, right? That flag. What does the flag say? It's pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to run it down the street here, and we're going to find this first house there. So basically, when you start the game, you leave Doc Mitchell's, turn right. And then the first house on the left, go in through the door. And right here, if you go to the bathroom, there's the bedroom, the bathroom's right here. Oh, it's an ensuite right there. Fixing things. Right in the broken sink. All right, so that's where the first one is. Now the second one is in the Prospector Saloon, if I remember correctly. So the Prospector Saloon, we want to go this way. Basically, we can cut a diagonal here, but basically you leave Doc Mitchell's house and it's like, okay, most people see the general store and they go to talk to Chet first, and then next door is the Prospector Saloon, hard to miss. There's a neon sign, and open 24 hours, the big swinging sign here, it's like, hello, let's go there, and there's Pete, and he will give you explosives if your explosive skill is high enough. Oh, there are no, oh wait. Here comes Sunny.
Cheyenne, stay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, yeah, you got to get through that instant dialogue. But if you go over here, let's see, right here. Yep, there it is. So, in the same room that you meet the lovely Sunny Smiles, another fixing things. All right, and that should get your repair level up high enough that you can start fixing things. Using the repair. And if you don't know how to do repairs, watch my video, because I have one on how to fix things and repair your weapons and gear in Fallout New Vegas. Alright, this video is made for a friend of mine who's playing the game, and he's a newbie, and I hope this helps anyone out there who also decided they wanted to watch my video. If you want to watch more videos, please subscribe, and smashing a like always helps me, so thanks. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys if you leave me a comment, and if you don't swear at me. Alright, talk to you soon. Take care.